Okay, everybody, we're gonna do one more segment for the NES as part of our Halloween special. Which this time around, we're gonna play Hollywood Squares. Let's see how we do. We're gonna do this a little differently. We're gonna keep playing until we win the car. Alright. Start things off with Mike. According to Pfluger Taxidermy in Hollandale, Florida, where sport fishing is king, what is the most popular fish to mount and stuff? Gefilte fish? Marlin. I agree. Sailfish. When is the best time to apply an antiperspirant? After you finish dessert. Before you go to sleep. Immediately after showering. We know that there's chrome in our cars, but is there chrome in some of the food that we eat? That's why frozen pizzas make excellent hubcaps. Yes, tiny amounts are in cereals and some vegetables. I agree. We're all familiar with the story of Robinson Crusoe, who was shipwrecked and stranded on a desert island. Did he ever get back to England? Yes, but his wife had rented out his room. Yes. Rob got it. Who would use something called a half Nelson and a full Nelson? Mrs. Nelson. A wrestler, they're wrestling holds, and I agree. In the Israeli desert, camels are now required to wear something usually found on bicycles. What is it? Handbrakes? Bicycle horns. Reflectors. Rob got that one. Hank Aaron is number one on the all-time list, and Babe Ruth is second. Who is the third greatest home run hitter of all time? Warren Beatty? Mickey Mantle. Willie Mays. True or false? According to Good Housekeeping, if you pull your pantyhose too tight over your feet, you'll develop hammer toes. It also got me kicked off a football team. True. You fool. According to New Woman magazine, do most married women having an affair tell their friends? It is not necessary. Everyone else will. Yes. Oh, they do. According to the World Book, over half the workers in Russia who lay bricks, dig ditches, and repair streets are what? Red-eyed and weary. Are not paid. Women. In the comics and toy world, what is the name of He-Man's beautiful and fabulously developed twin sister? Maria Shriver. She-Ra. Do most of us think that the quality of a college education is getting worse? Only those parents whose kids finally graduated. No. According to Greek mythology, Cerberus, the dog who guarded the gates of Hades, had something that most dogs don't have. What is it? A built-in pooper scooper. 3 heads. I agree. The secret square was Mark. Alright. According to Volt magazine, the number one cause of puffiness, particularly in the face, is what? Corn should best be popped before you eat it. Too much salt in the diet. You idiot. What country has the highest percentage of females in top government positions? The Virgin Islands. Israel. Norway. According to LA Magazine, what is the number one cause of potholes on freeways and highways? They're put there by tire manufacturers. Bad weather. Trucks. According to a study at Wellesley College, is it a good idea to give your child a reward to get him to be creative? $1 million would help towards the first novel, I expect. No. Alright. Let's go for that car. And if I don't win it, we'll keep playing until we do win it. Halloween, October 31st. Key 3, car 1. Let's see if we win the car or if we have to keep going. Nope. We've won 1,500 so far. Let's keep going. According to USA Today, the first half of 1986 alone had happened more than 39,000 times in New York City. What? A guy from Des Moines bought the Brooklyn Bridge. A car was stolen. I agree. True or false? In Russia, if a woman gives birth to more than 10 children, she is rewarded with cash and prizes. And a chance to win one of 5 beautiful tractors. True, it's called the Mother Heroine Award, and that's right. It's called Doberman mask. It's a foam rubber mask that resembles a Doberman pinscher and may be placed on a small dog or cat to scare intruders. True or false? Yeah, they also have a Redford mask to make the most out of a bad situation. False. It's true. President Kennedy's father said, the way to avoid being intimidated by businessmen is to picture them in what? Drag. In the kitchen. In their underwear. Madame Marie Curie was the first woman ever to win it. What? The Miss Radiant pageant. Scholarship to Harvard. The Nobel Prize. Before he started frying chickens, what did Colonel Sanders do for a living? He designed white suits for Southern gentlemen? He was a tire salesman. Yep. In a good housekeeping survey, in social situations, who do women dress to please? Themselves, men, or other women? Credit card company? Men. Themselves. Traditionally, something in Mexico lasts for 3 hours. What is it? A trip to the Humber's room? The siesta, but it rarely does anymore. You idiot, that's right. Eskimos may live in igloos in the winter, but where do they live in the summertime? The refrigerators are close friends. In tents made of sealskin and caribou. I agree. Round number 2. It's called daytime sleepiness, and it causes children to fall asleep at school, or almost any time. What's the most common cause of daytime sleepiness? Hollywood squares. Boring teachers. Letting your child stay up too late. According to Greek mythology, Neptune, god of the sea, always carried his trident in his hand. What's a trident? If it's not gum, I'm not saying. A dolphin. It's a 3-pronged spear. You've been invited to someone's home for dinner at 8 o'clock. According to Miss Manners, you should never arrive after what time? Dessert. 8:30. 8:12. What is happening when Arabs are said to be basking in each other's breath? They're sharing a mouthwash. Kissing. They're conversing. Secret Square was Sam that time. Ralph, game 3. What is the only animal that will actually eat a skunk? One that doesn't shower? A mountain lion. Nope. An owl. When Ronald Reagan entered a room, the band was supposed to play Hail to the Chief. What did they play when he left? Try to remember. Hail to the Chief also? I agree. When a person is held against his will, he's been kidnapped. When a sailor is held against his will and is forced to work on a ship, he's been what? A guest star on the Love Boat. Press ganged. Shanghai. According to Redbook magazine, is it better for you to take long hot showers or quick warm showers? Depends on who you're with. Long hot showers. Quick warm showers. Alright, let's go try to win that car this time. I'll go for car 2. Let's try car 2. And if that's not it, we'll try for another one. Nope. Keep going. The U.S. Department of Labor estimates that 50 to 75% of jobs available to the next generation will involve what? Getting out of bed? Computers. Yep, I agree. This legendary comedian was known for his somber, straight-faced look and his distinctive pork pie hat. What was his name? Richard Nixon. Buster Keaton. Whose fans are known as the Baker Street Irregulars? Tammy Faye Baker's fans. Sherlock Holmes's, and I agree. According to the World Book, what is the only important difference between a peach and a nectarine? The spelling. Nectarines are larger. The skin. According to the Wall Street Journal, you can now buy artificial cheese. What's the main advantage of artificial over natural cheese? It gives you only artificial gas. It costs less. I agree. Game 2. What well-known thing comes to mind when you hear the phrase plop, plop, fizz, fizz? A leaky faucet? Alka-Seltzer is one of their classic advertising slogans, and Ruth! soap out of peanuts? That's one way to wash an elephant's mouth. No. Yes, you can. Who was the entrepreneur that coined the phrase, "There's a sucker born every minute"? I forget his name, but my spouse just bought his diet book. P.T. Barnum. You idiot. Juliet Lowe started in 1912 with 18 girls. To date, more than 50 million of them have participated. What is it? Making their husbands miserable. Girl Scouts of America? I agree. The secret square this time was Sam. Alright. Legend tells us that when the swallows come back to Capistrano, it signifies the beginning of what? The good business season for Capistrano car washes. Winter. Spring. A recent Louis Harris survey found that teachers think are crucial to the good education of our youth. What? Schools. A strong family. Ah. We know that too much sugar is bad for your teeth. Can too much starch harm your teeth? It'll make your tongue stiff as a board. Yes. That's right. If your son was a Rhodes Scholar, where would he go to study? The Department of Road Maintenance. And university of his choice. Oxford University in England. True or false? According to the World Book, a sitz mark is the impression a skier makes in the snow when he falls. Only if he has pimples. False. No, it's true. Can't win by default. Though the handshake is an acceptable greeting in Japan, most Japanese actually prefer what? A big, juicy, wet kiss. A smile. A bow. Simple 15-degree bow for the waist is advised. Well, let's try for the car again. We'll try car 3. Let's see if we get it this time. Nope. So we'll have to try another game. According to Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, besides grinning all the time, the Cheshire Cat could do something else that made him unique. What? He could empty his own litter box. Fly. Vanish at will. A house divided against itself cannot stand is a well-known phrase. Where did it originate? At a home builders convention. The Declaration of Independence. The Bible. It can be taught to do anything that a 3-year-old child could do. What is it? A network vice president. A chimpanzee. I agree. According to Esquire magazine, the single most important requirement for confident aggressive skiing is what? An American Express gold card. Good natural sense of balance. Strong leg muscles, especially upper leg strength. President John Adams and his wife Abigail did it longer than any other presidential couple. What? Avoided a scandal. Stayed married longer. Yep. Round 2, secret square round. According to Consumer Reports, the best ones in 1936 were Shelvador, Adjusto Shelf, and Norge. What were they? Swedish lovers? Refrigerators. Yep. In a USA Today poll of almost 2,000 adults, who did the majority say were harder to raise, boys or girls? Is this on a school day? Boys. Girls. Who are the only people allowed to enter the sacred city of Mecca? Rabbis? Christians? Muslims? David only needed 1 stone to kill that big guy Goliath. Where did it hit him? Where it hurts most, probably. In the neck. On the forehead. The Ladies' Home Journal says that if your teenage daughter is a slob and her room is always a mess, you should just close the door and ignore the disaster. True or false? Best thing is not to tell her when you move. False. Why is it a good idea to put milk and magnesia on your face? So you don't turn anyone else's stomach? It disinfects and absorbs skin oils, I agree. Pam was the secret square. The American Cancer Society suggests 3 things for people who don't want to gain weight. When they give up smoking, eat less calories, exercise more, and learn how to what? Why are your jaws shut? Swim. Relax. According to the language of the Old West, what did it mean when a cowboy sold his saddle? He lost his money and horse in a poker game? He was disgraced. I agree. When it's cold outside, what parts of your body are the first to feel it? Any particular gender in mind? Your fingers and toes. In the Bible, what famous thing was made out of gopher wood? Saint Pinocchio. Noah's Ark. According to the book Understanding Your Pet, when your little puppy has an accident, what should you do? Take away his car keys, lead him to the spot and scold him. In the Bible, when Ruth said, "Whither thou goest, I will go," who was she talking to? Her husband, her rabbi, or her mother-in-law? Her hairdresser, her rabbi, her mother-in-law. To make sure your chicken is cooked all the way through, you should always use a meat thermometer. Where should you stick it? Under its tongue. In the thick part of the thigh next to the body. You fool. According to the book, when your parents grow old, if your 80-year-old mother still scrubs the kitchen floor each day, should you try to get her to stop? Not if she's doing a good job. Yes. No, routine helps the elderly feel safe and secure. Well, let's try for that fourth car. And if it's not the fourth car, then we know which one it is for sure. Here goes. No, so we know it's the fifth car. "98% of them are grown in California. The four main ones are named Mission, Sevillano, Escalano, and Manzanillo. What are they? Ricardo Montalban's sons. Grapes. Ripe olives. 1/3 of all the ice cream sold in America today is what? In my freezer. Vanilla. Vanilla. A parakeet's foot has 2 toes pointing forward and 2 facing backward. What main purpose does it serve? They don't know whether they're coming or going. Makes climbing and gripping easier. I agree. According to the Center for Health Statistics, what's the minimum number of hours sleep you should get for good health? Until your hangover feels better. At least 7. You fool. What scientist would most likely have a laboratory filled with schist? A sloppy one. A biologist. A geologist. According to Working Mother magazine, do the majority of parents expect something in return for giving their kid an allowance? You mean like not turning into a mass murderer? No. Yes. You're depressed. Statistically, are you likely to be a man or a woman? I don't know. That's why I'm depressed. A man. A woman. Secret Square is Dean, so I never got the Secret Square at all in these games. Can you teach a pig to fetch? Yes, but only Kermit's pipe and slippers. Yes. True or false? Storing your pantyhose in the freezer will prolong their life. Plays hell with your varicose veins, though. True. Yep. Most often when the stomach growls, what does it mean? It's mad. You're hungry. American Health magazine tells us that the best thing you can do to preserve your skin is what? Keep it in the freezer. Stay out of the sun. TV's Mr. Rogers has been wearing plain zip-front cardigan sweaters for almost 20 years. Where did most of them come from? Garage sale Miami Beach. His mother. You idiot. Because the Japanese people use 20 billion of them a year, they now have to import them from hippie Minnesota. What are they? Photomat coupons, silicone chips, disposable chopsticks. Is there such a thing as an ice cream headache? Yes, it happens to short people who've just opened a crowded freezer. Yes, It can be the result of eating ice cream or other cold foods rapidly, and we have a tie. So we have to go to a tiebreaker. And I get this one. According to etiquette expert Elizabeth Post, what should a host do when a discussion among guests gets too heated? Throw them out. Stay out of it. Step in and change the subject. And I've won the game. Let's go get that car. It's the very last car. So that's the only car remaining. Let's go ahead and win it. There we go. Now let's look at that total. We won $22,450. That's not bad. $22,450. There we go. I'll see you all for that next game right after this break.